Today we're taking a look at a product called SagaPost. It's by Jeremy Kennedy. Some would say that he is an OG when it comes to selling products on different marketplaces, but this is a really unique product. But before we dive into the product, and I will also show you in this video my 5 exclusive bonuses that I'll give you access to for free if you decide to pick up SagaPost from the first link in the description. Okay, so first things first, who is SagaPost from? It's from Jeremy Kennedy. I'm just on Warrior Plus right now, and you can see he's released all these different products, and you can see the rating that he gets for his products is pretty good, anywhere from 5 stars to 4 stars. That one was like a 3-star. But most of his products are selling really well and they're getting really good reviews. You can see his overall account stats, 42,000 sales, and he has an average rating of those 534 ratings of 3.28, so almost a 4-star rating, which is really good across his 14 products. And he's been selling these sorts of products since 2012, so he really knows how to put out a good product and what it takes to produce quality. Okay, so SagaPost is a AI tool that you connect to either your ChatGPT or your Claude. Okay, you use the API key to connect it to your ChatGPT or Claude, and what SagaPost is going to be doing is it's going to be writing stories on a never-ending basis, and they're going to keep consistent characters and consistent themes and consistent actions that the characters take within these stories. It's going to keep everything nice and consistent. But don't forget, I want to show you my bonuses, because these are really going to add to the actual product when you pick it up today. So I have 5 of these exclusive bonuses. The first one is the serial fiction cache map. Okay, and because SagaPost is going to give you an engine and then a model, and then you can take that model and make money with it with the stories that you generate. And I'll show you how to generate a story, but 12 proven ways to turn a never-ending story into never-ending income. So 12 different income streams from these stories that you'll be able to generate with SagaPost. Okay, this is a 13-page document. I'm not going to reveal the whole thing, but it's going to tell you how you can monetize these stories. So that's bonus number 2. Number 1. Bonus number 2 is the 200 premise vault. Copy and paste series starters for every genre, because when you go into the SagaPost software, you have to fill in a few things before you actually get started writing your stories. So these are just going to be copy and paste series starters. I'll show you some of them. So here's the premise formula. Okay, so it uses that formula, and basically you can use these. These are going to be like topics about your stories, and there's going to be 200 of them, so you're never going to have run out of stories to actually write. So that's bonus number 2. Bonus number 3 is going to be the story Bible blueprint, and this whole software of SagaPost works off the story Bible blueprint, because if you just go off ChatGPT or Claude and you ask it to write episode 40 from, it's not going to know anything about any of the previous episodes, and it's going to drift and it's going to hallucinate and things. So this will tell you how to set up a world once. So episode 40 sounds like episode 1, so you want to get that correct from the start. This is an 11-page PDF, so full and in-depth, all these bonuses. That's bonus number 3. Bonus number 4 is the faceless story channel playbook, building a serialized fiction channel with no camera, no face, no burnout. I'll just show you a little bit about this one. So basically you can choose long form narrated series, 8 to 20 minutes, short form, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, short reels. Okay, and you can actually post these stories on these platforms and earn money through the actual platforms and selling your own products and things like that. So that's the blueprint on how to do that. That's bonus number 4. And then bonus number 5 is the story client system. So if you want to generate stories for clients, this bonus is going to show you the step-by-step A to Z on how you can do that. and this is also an 11-page document. So all these bonuses have been created custom just for the SagaPost launch. So to pick them up, all you need to do is pick up the front end price of SagaPost today. I'll go over all the pricing, but those bonuses are what I have for you today. So SagaPost, living, breathing stories, endless episodes. Okay, I'll go into the software and show you how it works. You start your first series, and then you can also see how it remembers, because the beautiful thing about SagaPost is that it remembers everything from the previous episodes. All the previous episodes is going to have like a memory, and it's going to create consistent stories. So you can see it's going to look something like this with an image generated by ChatGPT, and then the story. You can choose the length of the story, so you can have short stories, medium stories, and then longer type of stories. And they generate text, they don't build worlds. Okay, so that's with your traditional AI that you're going to be using, like ChatGPT or Claude. Okay, they forget, they have no voice, they can't go long. This SagaPost is going to create endless stories for you. They make you do the remembering, so you have to do the remembering. So the difference in this product is that it's going to have that memory, so it remembers everything about the stories. And I think this is a great monetization method. If you can post these stories on like YouTube and get paid through AdSense, and then making money through selling your own product, you could bundle the whole collection of stories, and then you can sell that as a PDF for like $27, $47 in your description. So, and one thing I like about SagaPost is that it creates the stories really, really quickly. Okay, so you won't have to wait. And this is a little bit more about how the story Bible works. Okay, so it has the characters, the world rules, the open threads, every episode is going to be flowing nicely, and it's going to be consistent. Continuity and tone and voice is going to be the same throughout all your stories. So that's what I really like, and this builds characters readers fall in love with. So the characters are going to develop, and the story is going to develop. The characters are going to develop with the whole story, so it's just a good thing. And then you can see here, you can choose all these different categories: thriller, mystery, sci-fi, fantasy. So you can read this whole sales page by going to the first link in the description. I'll be going over all of this now on how you can do this, but I want to cover the pricing of this. So it's got a whole bunch of features, this product. So what you can do is you can get the starter plan for $9.95 per month. You'll get 31 episodes per month, all genres. Okay, so you get all of that. We pay for Claude, no keys. Okay, $9.95 per month is the first plan. Then the creator plan, which is probably the most popular one that you're going to pick up, is the $27 per month. 100 episodes per month. That's more than enough to get started making these stories and monetizing these different stories. Everything in starter, the story Bible, multiple story universes, AI story plus image generation, and they once again pay for Claude. Then if you are a pro user and you're a bit of a more heavy user and you want to create more episodes, they have the 47 per month, which is 300 episodes per month. Everything in creator, story Bible, priority generation, so you're going to get your stories created first. AI story plus image generation, so the starter plan won't have the image generation, but what you can do is you can copy the prompt and you can generate the image for yourself, and then they pay for Claude again. But they have another plan which is a one-time payment of $17. Okay, this is actually the plan that I'm on right now, where you pay $17 one time and you connect your own AI providers, API key, API, OpenAI or Claude, and then you get unlimited use of the SagaPost using your own API keys. So you'll just pay $5 or $10 for your credits of either your OpenAI or Claude API key, and you can generate unlimited episodes, bring your own API key, all genres. You'll get the story, but you won't get the image generation. But you can, like I said, I'll show you how you can generate the image, the version history, and then the story Bible. So all you get is unlimited episodes and then bring your own API key. So those are the plans. Now let's get into the actual SagaPost software. So you can see I've been playing around with it. I have one active series, one post created. I have infinite usage, and I'm on the agency plan. It was a book story that I wrote called Space Rewind. So I'll show you the dashboard here real quick. This is the main dashboard. You click that to start a new series. You can go to pricing and you can upgrade your plan at any time. I like that. So if you're on the starter, you can upgrade to the creator or pro at any time. So if you started on starter and you want more episodes, you can go to creator or pro, which is really nice. Then you go into settings, and this is where you need to basically connect your API keys. So you'll get your OpenAI API key pasted in there, and then you'll get your Anthropic Claude API key, which is optional, and you'll paste it in there. I'm personally just paying for the OpenAI API key, so I fold that in. Now with the text generation, I'm using OpenAI, but you can also use Anthropic or Claude. Okay, so let's create a new series right now. I'm going to click on new series, and I'm actually going to be using one of my bonuses to be able to do this. So I'm going to go to my bonus where I have those 200 premise vault. So let's just take one of them right now. A small town newspaper. Okay. So I just need to, so I don't want to reveal all of them, but I'm just going to paste them into the SagaPost premise field exactly as written. Okay, so this one is a small town newspaper. Editor inherits the father's survey maps. Okay, so I just need to come up with a quick series name. So I'm going to call this the Lost Files, and I think this will be like mystery. So you can see all these niches, quite a wide variety of niches. I'm going to say mystery, and then you put in the premise right there. So I'm going to go back to my bonus and copy the premise, copy that, go back to SagaPost, and then just paste that in there, and then click on next. Okay, so now you need to do a little bit of thinking when it comes to creating the main characters and the setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this and show you what you can do. So I took a screenshot of that. I'm going to go onto Claude. I'm going to add in that screenshot just like that, and I'm going to say, and I'm also going to copy the premise, copy and paste it in here. Okay, so I'm going to say, can you give me text to fill in these fields based off this story premise? And then I'm going to paste that in there, and then I'm just going to click on, you're going to use Opus 4.8 on Medium, and then I'm just going to ask Claude for a little bit of help if you have no idea. But I just want to show you why that generates. If you have no idea about your main characters and your settings and things like that, there is an optional upgrade where you can go to Story Crafter. Okay, so that's done, but I'll show you Story Crafter. Story Crafter, you can get Story Crafter, and this is a one-time payment of $19. That's going to give you all this information that you need. It's going to give you unlimited story ideas in these niches. So I just want to scroll down to the price. So instead of using ChatGPT or Claude, you can just pay a one-time $19 to upgrade your account to use that. But I'm just going to go now back to Claude, and then I'm just going to copy. Claude does a pretty good job. So I'm going to fill that in there for the main characters, then go to the setting, and then paste this in here. Okay, so you can see that's good, and then I'm just going to click on next. Now the tone, I want it to be suspenseful, and the episode length, I'm going to choose medium, 200 to 400 words. You can choose short, medium, long, or a thread. So I'm going to choose medium just to save on a little bit of credits, because these stories are going to be never ending and you have to create a lot of them. So you want to conserve your API credits. So I'm just going to click on create series, and now you can see the Lost Files has been created. A small town newspaper editor inherits his father's survey maps and find roads. Okay, So you can see now, just need to click here where it says generate episode 1, and now you can see it's generating. And this is how simple it is to be able to create these stories. And then with the help of my bonuses, you can take this to the next level where you can monetize this in 12 different proven ways. So this bonus is going to show you exactly how to do that. And you can also go to the Faceless Story Channel Playbook bonus to build a faceless channel without your face or camera or anything like that. Okay, so there it is. So now episode 1 has been completed. Now if I click onto it, you can see this is the actual story. Okay, so that's very good. And then when you want to go, you can go back to the series and then just click on generate episode 2. Just like that, it's going to generate episode 2. But while it's generating episode 2, I'm going to copy the image prompt just like this. I don't know if it copied. And then I'm going to go on to ChatGPT because Claude cannot create images. I'm going to say, can you create me this image? And then paste the prompt. So as you can see, I've generated the first 2 episodes right here. And all you need to do to continue this series is generate episode 3, episode 4, and so on. But because I'm on the agency plan, it gives me the full story, no problem. But then you just need to copy the image prompt. So I went over to ChatGPT. I said, can you create me this image? I copy and pasted in the prompt. And there you can see there's the image for my first story. So if you're on any other plan, you will get that included. But with the agency plan, you have to manually create the image, which is no problem because this is a very good image. Okay, so that is SagaPost. You can start for $9.95. It goes all the way up to $47, or you can pay once and use your own API key for $17. You can get access at the first link in the video description. Don't forget about my bonuses, the serial fiction cache map, and then we got the 200 premise vault. Then we got the story Bible blueprint. Bonus number 4 is the Faceless Story Channel Playbook, and bonus number 5, the Story Client System. All available at the first link in the video description, and I hope to see you in the next review.